Welcome back. As you will recall, Isabel and I, and with Isabel Oakeshott still, we broke the story last night, which is a shocking story, really. This guy, his name is Mohamed Hoblos. As I say, he's a hate preacher. You know, there's no doubt about that. He is still coming to this country for this 5-city tour. The Home Office, having told me all day yesterday they would let me know about their decision, we rang them today. Oh, we'll email you when it's ready. You know, it's like, well, they're obviously not making a decision. The newspapers, Daily Mail and the Telegraph today, running stories saying that he's on his way, basically. So
I don't see what the dilemma is
exactly
here. How hard is it?
In case you're in any doubt about what kind of guy this is, a reminder of what we played you last night. This is him contending that Allah prefers people who rape babies every day, if they pray, to people who lead blameless lives and don't do anything wrong if they don't pray. Take it away, Mohammed.
Adultery, zina. What about the one who rapes a child? What about the one who drinks alcohol? What about the one who does the biggest of the kabair, good or bad? This person, one person that commits all of these sins, he commits all of these sins on a daily basis, but he prays, is better in the eyes of Allah than the one that doesn't commit any of these sins but doesn't pray.
Hey, wow, I mean, it's a free pass to do any of appalling things,
But as I said last night, I don't think that's fair on Allah.
100% is not fair
this guy
on
is
Allah.
he's not saying, that is not true to the Muslim faith. That is unfair to Islam. It really is. And so that's why, another reason why many people think he should be banned. But he's still coming. Now, I can reveal tonight that tickets for his concerts...
His greatest hits.
Gigs. So it's him and it's 5 other preachers as well. It's called Together as One. It's supposed to be a sort of...
Which is the last thing it is.
Yeah, it's a preparation for Ramadan. Now, the tickets are 10 quid each, apparently.
Right.
Now, this is the scale of the tour. So it will start on February the 19th. So that's 6 days hence. And it's going to night by night by night, going across Britain, finishing on the 25th, is that right? Anyway, so here are the lineup. Finishes on the 23rd, 19th to the 23rd. So he's going to play. I'll tell you the venues. I can't see why I shouldn't say that. The Atrium in London. The capacity is 1,000.
God.
The New Bingley Hall, Birmingham. 1,800.
Wow.
The Wornath Suite Banqueting Hall in Manchester, 700. The Centenary Pavilion, Leeds, 2,800. And the Doubletree by Hilton in Glasgow Central, 1,500. So these are big,
not village halls, are they?
No, these are big events.
Yeah.
And frankly, that will give him the opportunity to spread a great deal of hate. That's what this guy does. He's a rabble-rouser. He's a dangerous rabble-rouser, spreading the kind of vile bile that you just heard. All 29 Schengen countries in Europe have banned him. He recently tried to sneak into both Holland and Germany, where he had concerts lined up. I don't know what to call it, kids. What do you call it?
It's not a concert, is it?
You know what I mean.
It's a rally.
It's a stage show.
It's a rally.
It's a rally, a stage show.
It's a rally of
he was caught, never got in, had to cancel a show in Berlin where he'd already sold, I think, 800 tickets. So apart from the fact this guy's going to make a lot of money from all of this, you know, as I say, he'll spread a lot of hate. If we have hate speech laws in this country, by the way, for me, I wouldn't have hate speech laws, but if we have hate speech laws, this guy is intent on breaking them. So why is it taking the Home Office, the British authorities, so long to decide his fate? It looks to me, they've taken 2 days now, he's coming in.
I've still got a bit of hope that they're going to see sense over this. I think if we keep up the pressure between now and then, I know we talked about this last night, didn't we? One of the MPs in a constituency that may be affected by his tour, his
a
gig.
Labour MP to his
is not happy at all about it. And the thing is here, particularly the left, go on and on and on about, you know, politics of division. And that is exactly what this guy preaches, because he is basically drawing a big red line between those who are, in my view, very extreme versions of the Muslim faith, and those who are not. You know, those of us that don't pray to Allah, that's you and me, Kev, are obviously condemned to a terrible, you know, life of looking forward to hellfire. Compared to those who do pray to Allah, who can do whatever they like. And I think this is particularly damaging in the context of the grooming gang scandal. You know, there he is saying you can rape anyone you want, you can rape children on a daily basis, and that's not so bad as not praying. People might well interpret that as a
free pass,
green light to behave however heinously you want to, as long as you keep praying to Allah. Well, you're still going to be better than likes of you and me. So it's really, really unhealthy. It is not what we need in our country. We need things that bring us together. And now I sound like a lefty, but you know, that is the fundamental thing, that we don't want communities divided like that.
See, this is the kind of guy that sort of instills in me a kind of a conflict. But I think I know which way I'm leaning, because
I'm in favour of free speech.
Yeah, I'm
generally
fairly absolutist about free speech. But you know, and I hate saying, I hate people who go, I'm in favour of free speech, but that is usually, particularly from left-wing politicians, I'm in favour of free speech, but is usually followed by some incredibly repressive statement that condemns free speech. But what my cut-off line, if you like, is if you're inciting violence against someone else. You know, if you incite violence against other people, then that, I agree, has to be a crime. And this guy Hoblos, I think he virtually is doing that with these speeches.
It's sort of condoning the worst of crimes.
Yes,
quite literally, he is condoning the worst of crimes in that particular extract. He may say it's been taken out of context, but he said it. It's a bit hard to see what kind of context there would be, unless prior to that he was saying, well, some people believe this, but you know, he looks pretty fired up, doesn't he? I wonder if he's banned whether the show goes on with his warm up, you know, with his sidekicks there. His backing crew.
Yeah.
His backing singers.
His backing singers. It is a concert, folks. What do you reckon? Should he be banned? Why is the Home Office taking so long? All 29 Schengen countries in Europe, the EU, have banned them. And, you know, most of them tend to be even more liberal than we are. They took one look at him and said he's not coming
anywhere near here. But
this is countries like Germany and the Scandinavian countries, you know, basically let, you know,
come one, come all. Normally,
they'd let the Yorkshire Ripper in if he asked, you know. In double quick time, they just immediately said no. This man is a dangerous Islamic extremist and must not be allowed in. Why has Britain not taken the same decision? Why, as we speak, is this rather lucrative tour of the Together as One concerts going ahead? It's not concerts. Why is it still going ahead? Seriously. Also, as we talked about this last night, Isabel, you know, I mean, shouldn't the venues play some kind of part in this?
I'm really surprised that they found venues for this, because, you know, I know from our own experience how difficult it can be to get venues for political party events, mainstream political party events. Venues usually, in fact, that is something we should do. We should be ringing around these venues and finding out who owns the venues and asking why they're prepared to host a radical preacher.
I think that might.
That's next step in our campaign.
Tune in to tomorrow's night show for an exclusive as we find out why these venues are allowing this guy. That's a very good point. Should have done it already, but we will have a look into that. I think the reason I've jogged my heels a little bit on that was I just assumed that the Home Office would turn around and say he's going to be banned.
Yeah, but let's get on to those
just to
venues,
put you in the picture, and you, I am, you know, hanging on the edge of my seat because the Home Office, we keep phoning them, and they've got my email address, and they keep saying we will email Kevin as soon as we've made a decision.
Right.
Well, this is now, what is this now? This is about the 36 hours or something like that, and the clock is ticking. So far, no decision. Why is it taking them so long? I fear that they are edging towards letting this guy in. And why would they do that? Why would they do that, do you think? I think it's because we have a Labour government that wants the Muslim vote, and they don't want to upset the Islamic community.
I don't think it would, though, because the vast majority will have nothing to do with this.
We're going to be talking later on to a Muslim luminary who might be interested
as
on this
opposed to a Muslim loony.
This is a luminary. This is a sensible person. And as we said last night, what I don't like about people like Hoblos is they give the rest of Islam, the rest of the Muslims, a bad name. You think that the vast, nearly all Muslims in this country, they don't go around saying it's okay to rape babies as long as you pray. I mean, because that would be to characterise them as a bunch of madmen and women, and they're not. So that, I think, this guy is unfair. His very existence is unfair to the Islamic community. So we'll be talking about that a bit later. But